Hi, this is John Vanderster. I'm taking you with me on my walk. This is the Corona crisis, lockdown, what they call it, shelter in place. So I go for a walk in these beautiful woods and I go to the creek here. I do that every day, religiously, and it's very good. And during these walks I often have thoughts, and I'd like to share my thought for today with you. And my thought for today is about purpose. And I want to connect that to value. You know, how can you give your life the most value? And don't you want your life to have value for yourself and for others? Wouldn't that be great if you could say, on your deathbed, my life has had value. I did what I wanted to do. I did what I was supposed to do. And so all this ties into the topic of purpose. So if you want to give your life value, if you want your life to have value, you need to find your purpose. And the purpose is already there. I guarantee you there's a purpose to your life, a uniqueness that's you. And you just need to find it, uncover it, and have the courage to live it. Courage comes from the French word cœur, heart. You need to have the heart to live it. And then you have a valuable life. And it's the hard thing about living your life on purpose is that we are very much collective creatures, social creatures. So usually the first half of our life we live according to the expectations of our parents, our family, society. But we really need to break free from that, hold the tension between our individual selves and the collective, the society we fit in, and then see what arises. And so there are a few clues, a few hints that I can help you with on how to do that. So one hint or one clue is the main hint is know yourself. You know what the Greek wrote on the temple of Apollo at Delphi, know thyself and you'll know the universe and the gods. So whenever you find yourself in a crisis or in trouble, like our society is finding itself now, you need to go inside and listen to yourself and really understand yourself first and how your being is reacting to all of this. And the first step in knowing yourself, I think, is knowing your personality. The way Jung described it. Wait, we have a runner. Just a second. Hi.
Have a nice night.
You too. So that was a runner, and I always try to keep distance. So, know your personality. What is your dominant function, Jung would say? Is it thinking, feeling, intuition, sensation? For Jung it was thinking. For me it's intuition. And so to know, it's important to know your dominant function, but then it's also important to know its opposites. And its opposite is its polar opposite. So in case of thinking, that is feeling. In my case of intuition, it's sensation. And it is only by holding the tension between those two that you grow. So we usually trust and rely on our dominant function the most. It's our superpower, together with its helping functions, auxiliary functions. Those together form our superpower, but the opposite, that's how we grow. So when you're in a crisis, when you're under stress, the opposite function of which you stumble so often and which you dislike so much is actually the function that will get you out of trouble and will help you grow. Now, the superpower, so your superpower lies in your dominant function. And then you need to find an area that you're passionate about, that you really care about so much. That's an area you want to work in. And if I look at my life, there were a few moments where I was really gripped by a strong passion, that there was kind of this calling quality of a vocation in it. And the first time was really when I learned about Jungian psychology from cassette tapes that my mother brought from a Jungian seminar. Yeah, that was 30 years ago. And that really, that had an enormous attraction and fascination. Another thing that really attracted and fascinated me was the architecture of Lloyd Wright. Haven't done very much with that, but one day I would like to. It still has a strong attraction to me. So, yeah, and other things I'm really still very. So I'm attracted to the architecture of Lloyd Wright. That always fascinates me. What fascinates you is a good thing to look at. And the other thing, I've always been interested in was sports. I love sports, and I love doing sports. Love watching them also, but I love playing sports. And so in my work, I work a lot with Jungian typology, and I also worked a lot with sports teams. And so I found my superpower, and in an area of passion to apply them to. And then the third component of a purpose is you need to find how to put it in service of others. You know, how to bring it in the world, to bring it to people who needs it. So that's why, I started my business back in the days in the Netherlands. But it's also why I have my current business and I wrote my books, is to make it be of service to others. Although with that third component, making it of service to others, I think I can improve a lot. I always think, well, this is good for everyone. But people who know a lot about marketing always say, no, you need to focus it on a specific type of client. So that is something I'm still learning about. So, yeah, purpose and value to your life, that's really important. That's how you give value to life. And it's work, it's hard work, it's a puzzle. And you have to make steps that are scary. But I can guarantee you it's really worth it. And teams that have a common purpose are very powerful, and they have something in their center that unites them. That's their purpose, and it helps them unite their differences. And that's really important and powerful. So with these words, I'm going to continue my path over there, down there. And I wish you well. I wish you all the best. And I'll make more videos like this if I so get inspired. Okay, bye-bye.